Happy New Year, everyone. I'm literally so cold right now. Like, it's literally like -2 degrees, which is why I'm in my car in my coat. But today we are talking about something that I love talking about a lot. Like, honestly, like every single time I go out and like meet new people, this is what I like normally talk about. So it's like such an interesting topic, and I'm like so passionate about talking about it. And it's about like manifestation. But I want to tell you how you can actually manifest your dream life or your desires in the right way, because if you've been trying to like manifest your goals or like your dream life by saying that you want it, that's actually the wrong way to manifest your dream life, because wanting puts you in a place of scarcity. This is very, very interesting because by saying that you want something puts you in a frequency of not having. Because it's like, if someone says, oh, I want water or I want food, it's giving everybody else the impression that they do not have water or food. So the same way that you're saying, oh, I want to have like lots of money or I want to have like an abundance of love or whatever you're trying to manifest, if you're saying that you want it, it puts you in a place of scarcity, it puts you in a place of not having, and it creates an energetic gap between who you are and what you could potentially have. Remember, the universe doesn't respond to your words, the universe responds to energy. So if you are saying that you want something, you are then putting yourself in an energy of not having. And that universe will then respond to that energy. So the universe will just respond to you not having what you want, when you really do want it deep down, but you're just not manifesting the correct way. And like, the thing is, when you achieve what you want, it needs to be so natural to the point where like you're not surprised that you have it. And that's the thing, like authenticity is one of the highest frequency emotions. So like it's a sort of like feeling or emotion that emits high frequency. And remember, the higher your frequency, the more you're going to attract something in your life. So when something happens, or when like your dream life occurs, or when you achieve what you want, it needs to feel so natural to you that you're not even surprised. The same way, like right now, today is Friday, I'm not going to be surprised that tomorrow is Saturday, because I already know, everybody else knows that it's true that it's going to be Saturday tomorrow. And that's the exact same thing with your desires and your goals. When your desires and your goals do eventually happen, because they will, it needs to be so authentic and natural to the point where it's just going to feel like an everyday sort of thing. So by the time you experience the thing that you want, it needs to be so natural and authentic to you. And the thing is, what we normally do as beings is we actually put our desires and goals on a pedestal, and we demonize the things that we want. If you're trying to manifest like money, for example, because I feel like everybody wants an abundance of money, right? Like, I want an abundance of money. I feel like everybody will be, I guess, happy if they have an abundance of money. So I want to just use that as a general example. If I want to manifest wealth, or like, I don't know, millions of pounds, I'm not going to put that above me, or I'm not going to create a gap between who I am right now and the millionaire future self that I could potentially be, because otherwise I'll be demonizing my manifestations. And when you demonize your manifestations and put them on a pedestal, again, that creates that lack, because it makes everybody think, and it makes the universe think, or God, or whatever you believe in, think that you are not capable of achieving that. And that's the thing, like, God created us in his image, and if you don't believe in God and you just believe in the universe is so intricately like created. Everything falls perfectly. I'm not talking about like natural disasters, because that's like an anomaly and like a different sort of like discussion, but I'm talking about how perfectly the world spins on its axis, and how we get every single season in the right order every single year. The universe in itself is perfect. So we were made in that image, right? So if we were made in that image, we also have the ability to be complex and powerful ourselves. And the thing is, if we were created in God's image, because I believe in God, God is a creator. So like, he's made us to also create as well. Remember, we are the highest forms of creation. That doesn't mean that we're better than animals, and I've said that before, but we are able to create. And that's the thing, when we are able to create, we are able to create anything that we want in our dream life. And if you can envision it in your head, it's more than likely that it exists somewhere. The thing is, you cannot imagine a new color, you can't imagine something outside of reality, because it doesn't exist. But if you can imagine yourself as a millionaire, or whatever you've written down in your journal, or whatever you have on your vision board, if you can hold it in your head, you can hold it in reality, because it exists somewhere. The only thing that throws us off is the fact that as our physical selves, we do not have it. And that's because in this 3D world that we exist in, the concept of time and space exists. And if you can envision your dream reality in, like, I don't know, 5 seconds in your head, is not going to appear in 5 seconds in reality, because, like I said, the 3D world exists of time, but it doesn't mean that you're not capable of achieving it. It just takes a matter of time. But what's most important is during that time, you need to align yourself with the frequency of who you aspire to be. And like I said, if it feels so natural to you, then it will happen. Remember, your inner world, like what you can envision in your head, is instant, but the world around you is delayed. But delayed doesn't mean non-existence. Delayed just means that it will happen in due time. And the thing is, what's helped me the most is just aligning myself so perfectly to who I want to be. And it doesn't mean that, like, I'm not a millionaire right now. Like, I don't live in like a massive mansion with like 6 bedrooms and like 6 bathrooms, or, you know, the list can go on. But I can act according to how my future self would act, whether that's a reaction to a certain situation, surrounding myself with a certain amount of people, focusing on tasks rather than procrastination. Like, even today, although it's extremely cold and it's like Christmas season has just finished, I didn't want to procrastinate because I actually wanted to pick up this camera and talk to you guys. Like, I could have just stayed home in my bed, in my warm bed, drinking my coffee, but no, like, I actually wanted to not procrastinate and talk to you guys, because that's what I love doing, and I'm not going to let that stop me from happening. And the thing is, if I know that my future self won't procrastinate, then I will do the same thing today, which means that I'm energetically aligning myself with my future self. I feel like I'm waffling here right now, guys, but honestly, like, this has just instantly come up in my mind, and like all the things that I've learned, whether that's on podcasts or on YouTube videos, it was just so important for me to bring it on here today. And like, just, you know, all the things that I've learned, I just thought that it would be so meaningful to compile it into this video and just speak so naturally about it, because it's happened. Like, all the things that I've manifested recently has been done through this way. Like, I haven't said that I want to achieve this, or I want to be this, or I want to be with this person. I've done it by energetically aligning myself with the person that I aspire to be, and it's happened. The thing is, when we talk about manifestation, we start talking about like the laws of the universe, like law of attraction, law of attachment, law of detachment, etc., etc. And the thing is, when we say that we want something, that ties very close with attachment. And when you attach something, it actually blocks your flow, because you're telling God and the universe that you're impatient and you have that bit of doubt in you. And the thing is, when you have doubt, any bit of doubt blocks your manifestations. Even if, like, you are, let's say, 99.9% confident that your manifestations will happen, but one bit of doubt, whether that's fear or whether that's like anxiety, that will push you back. And I'm not saying that like you need to drop it instantly, because we are human, we do feel emotions, but when we have that bit of fear, that is low frequency, that is low vibrational. And when you are in a low vibrational state, you attract nothing but matter in itself. You attract everything that you feel. And if you're feeling low vibrational, you will then attract low vibrational things, and you'll be stuck in the same mentality and the same energy that you are in today. Whereas if you shift that and start thinking beyond you, then you will achieve anything that you want. That's the thing. Like, we need to stop doubting ourselves. And that's why I hate the term realistic. When people say, oh, let's be realistic, what they're actually telling you is to just feel comfortable with who you are right now in your physical self and what you can envision the world around you, right? But no, like, we are capable of achieving anything. You really think like millionaires and billionaires, business owners, or whoever you aspire to be, like even people in love and relationships, or, you know, the list goes on, they never ever put themselves in a limited state of mind. They never told themselves to be realistic. They never said that they will stop doing what they need to do. They never stopped journaling. They never stopped believing in themselves. It's because they knew it would happen. And if the thing is, if that could happen to them, that could happen to you. So the thing is, like, we need to stop doubting ourselves and having that bit of fear, because it does block us from our manifestations. And I've mentioned this so many times in my previous videos, but trust is so important. And if you don't believe in God, even just trusting the universe itself, trusting your future, that is so important, because creating that big leap of faith puts you in a place of confidence, and it puts you in a place of abundance, because there is more than enough for everybody in this universe. Just because you see one person achieving their dream life doesn't mean that you won't achieve your dream life. And I think that's the problem that we all make. Like, when we see someone achieve, like, I don't know, like their dream job or their dream career, or we see someone in a loving relationship, or I don't want to be like materialistic, but if in general, when we see someone achieve their manifestations and desires, we then think that there isn't enough for us, or a majority of us do think that. But the problem is, it's the complete opposite. If they can have it, so can I, and if I can have it, so can you. So we need to put ourselves out of their mentality, and also stop saying that you want it and start saying that you already have it. Just because your physical body is not experiencing the life that you aspire to have, or the life that you've written down in your journal, or the life that you've said 3 times in the mirror, just because your physical body isn't experiencing it doesn't mean that it won't happen. It just takes a matter of time and a matter of belief. So the next time you say that you aspire to have something in your life, or whenever you want to manifest something, or journal it, visualize it, whatever the case may be, even if you want to meditate and tap into that emotion, never ever say that you want it. Say that you have it.